Youngsville, an area that dealt with serious flooding in 2016, is now dealing with flooding once again.
Our Chris Welty has spent most of the day there where high water vehicles have been rolling through the streets. Chris.
See how flooded the parking lot is still. Now, earlier today, with the rising water, it made for some tense moments for Youngsville residents. Early Sunday morning, high water vehicles from the Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office and one from Jefferson Parish near New Orleans were called into Youngsville at the request of Mayor Ken Ritter. The deputies patrolling neighborhoods with high water, even going door to door on one street to see if anyone needed to be rescued. One lady with several puppies was trying to move from her flooded street to higher ground. Deputies rescuing the three pups, loading them into the high water vehicle, bringing them to safety. Over in Youngsville's Highland Ridge subdivision, Amy Potez says the water came up quickly and is slow to drain.
I went to sleep at midnight last night and it was down, and I woke up at about 5 this morning and it was up.
In 2016, water was inside homes in Potez neighborhood, one neighbor posting a sign in their front yard pleading for drivers not to create a wake. Fortunately, no water was reported in homes this time. Nearby on Heritage Drive, a much different scene, nearly 4 inches of water getting into this home, the third time since 2016. The residents and their dog taking shelter upstairs. Kira Ridgely, who lives across the street, says the LaSalle Coulee is backing up.
It's discouraging that as taxpayers we don't have the drainage that we need, and they want to keep adding new housing developments.
Ridgely says a couple is set to close on a home across the street, but now they're concerned.
I mean, they're looking around at the property. You can see how there's water in the yards, on some of these yards. So.
Unfortunately, the water is starting to go down in a lot of areas here in Youngsville. Minutes ago, I did speak with Police Chief Ricky Boudreaux, and he tells me that there are still some roads with water. If you do see some of those roads, use caution. Don't drive through the flood waters. But definitely some good news that the water is starting to slowly go down here in Youngsville. Live in Youngsville, Chris Welty, KATC TV3.
And we've seen all of that damage today. We just saw Youngsville there in Lafayette Parish. We were over in St. Mary Parish as well, and Iberia Parish. So really just widespread. And there you see Governor John Bell Edwards. We're expecting his news conference to start momentarily there in Baton Rouge, flanked by other state officials there. The governor has been watching what's been happening all across